but they're like switched.
Okay, so that's true. They're the same numbers, but which would you rather have more of? Like, let's say someone offered you 2.1 of your favorite candy or 1.2 of your favorite candy.
2.1.
Right. So the first operator is that they could be equal. This one means greater than, and then this one below it means less than. Have you seen that before in class?
Yes.
Okay. And so it's a statement. Like I'm gonna put the right answer in here, and then we're gonna read it out loud. 1.2 is less than 2.1. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So even though 2.1 is greater than 1.2, we read it from left to right. So you look at it in terms of the number on the left there. So that's the first question. You may want to get that down. Let's look at another question here together. Okay, could you read this one out loud for us?
Kiki finished a puzzle in 7.8 seconds. It took Juan, right?
Yeah, looks like Juan
37.5 seconds to complete the same puzzle. How do the numbers 6, 7.8 and 6, 7.5 compare? Drag the correct comparison symbols to the box.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so thank you for reading that. I appreciate you getting involved here. Let's write out how to actually say this sequence of numbers. So you actually want to say it this way: 67.8. Could you read that out loud for me?
67.8.
67.8. 67.5. Okay, so you figure out how to say the part left of the decimal and then the part right of the decimal. Okay. Now, which is larger, 67.8 or 67.5?
67.8.
Yes. So notice that it's on the left here. And we have options here. We have equal, greater than, or less than. So is 67.8 equal to 67.5? Is 67.8 greater than 67.5? Or is 67.8 less than 65?
67.8 is greater.
So it'd be that symbol there.
Okay.
Any questions on that?
No.
Okay, so let's look at another problem here, and then we're gonna do some other things here, but let's look at this. So this is actually question 3. Can you try this one on your own, please, and tell me what symbol goes inside the box?
Okay. So I give you the full answer?
I just want the symbol. Either it's this symbol, or this symbol.
Okay. Okay, I think I got an answer.
Okay, is it A, B, or C?
I say B.
It is B. Good. Okay, now where I think this is going, I'm trying to figure out because I'm looking for some more problems. Okay, actually, let's try another one here. This is good. They're actually giving you a lot of problems for us to try. So number 4. This time I want you to say the correct symbol whenever you have an answer for me on this one.
Okay. It's greater.
So is this what you meant?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at this one more time here.
Mhm.
4.069 and then 4.6. Okay. Now here's what you can do. You can actually add zeros. Do you remember doing this the other day? I don't remember if we
Yeah.
did this or not. So
Yeah.
when you add zeros to the right, now you're like looking for what's the same. So and you start from left to right here. So are the fours the same? Yes.
Yes.
So now you compare these two, which is greater, the 6 or the 0?
6.
Yes. So that means that this one is larger. So this is correct. And
Okay.
this means less than.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's have you try another one here. And by the way, we are doing problems, and I think it says to try it. I don't know if these are the exact ones you're going to see, but it's in that upcoming quiz.
Okay. It's greater than.
Yes. Good. Okay. Let's keep going here. And I don't hear you guessing. I do hear kind of that you're trying to work these out as we go, which is excellent to hear. Okay, so try this one, please.
Okay. Is it greater than?
Is this the symbol you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what that means when I'm writing it off to the side here. So when I write them vertically, you start from left to right here, and you look, if they're the same, you keep going. These digits are not the same.
Yeah.
So which is bigger, 4 or 6?
6.
Okay, so the 4 is less than the 6, or the 6 is greater than the 4.
Okay.
All right, let's do another. I mean, and you, if you can try this approach on the next one, I think it'll really help. In fact, I'll even help separate the numbers for you, because I think this is what is needed for that. So like when they're not the same number of digits,
Mhm.
you want to extend them. So like adding a 0 there. And then what you want to do is, starting from left to right, you want to see same, figure out where they're different. And then you look for the bigger number.
If the bigger number,
Whichever one is the bigger number, that's the one that's greater.
okay.
Do you have an answer for me, Zoe?
Oh,
Sorry, if it's not clear, if I'm not talking, it's usually because I'm asking you to do something. I'm like asking you to look at 8 and 8, they're the same. 5 and 5, they're the same. But 7 and 4, they are not the same. Which is greater?
7.
Okay, so that means that the number with the 7 in it is greater. So what symbol goes in here?
The less.
But we just said that the one with the 7 is greater.
So greater.
Yes. And sometimes you have to say it out loud to yourself. You have to say 85.71 is greater than 85.4.
Yeah, because I feel like you know how 85.71, I feel like we're supposed to put the less pointing that way, but it's like another way.
Oh, I see. Okay. So the mouth points. Well, okay. So I think like in some classes, they tell you like, so that, I don't know, this one points to the smaller and the opening points to the larger.
Okay.
Smaller, and then the mouth part opens to the larger.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, let's look at another one here. So again, it's if they're not the same number of digits, you should write them and then extend whichever one is needed to get the same number of digits.
Okay. So this one is equal.
Yes, absolutely. That's the best case, it's just like, yeah, they're equal. Okay, this is a good problem for you to try on your own.
Okay.
You can, of course, ask me questions, but yeah, give that one a try, see what you come up with.
Okay. I got my answer.
Okay,
Greater than?
like this?
Yeah.
Yes, perfect. All right, next one here. Snip it in.
Okay. Okay, I got my answer.
Okay, what is your answer?
Less than? No, wait, sorry.
You got to
Gr-
choose.
Greater or wait.
See, I don't. This isn't one of those things where you can sort of go back and forth. You have to decide, and we have a way to do it. We have a certain way to do it. So, did you write the numbers off to the side?
Yes.
Okay. Are the sixes the same?
Yeah.
Are the fives the same?
Yes.
Are the zeros the same?
Yes.
Okay. Now this one's different. Which is the bigger number?
1.
So the bottom number is larger.
Yeah.
This one is larger.
Uh-huh.
So which symbol goes in there?
Less than?
You seem uncertain. So let's go back and look at the symbols. Okay. Which way, which direction points to the smaller number? The
This
this like pointy area, right? Not the open area. So which one is smaller, the 6.5 or the 6.501?
6.5.
So this has to point. Remember how we said that points to the smaller one?
Yeah.
That's how we know.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let me see if we can find a few more problems. We shouldn't be is your choice. Okay, let's try another one here. Yeah, okay, let me just make a few up. That will be easier for us. I was looking for something else, but let's just do this together. So how about this? How about 3.9
Uh-huh.
box 3.99?
Okay. Does the order matter or no?
Yes, yes. You have to, oh, you mean which one you put on top or the bottom?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't matter. Because you're just looking for which one is bigger
Okay.
or smaller, whichever one you like.
Yeah.
So which number is larger or smaller? You get to choose, like whichever one is more comfortable to you.
Okay, I got my answer.
Okay. Which one is larger? Which one is smaller?
The smaller is 3.9.
Yes. So the arrow points to the smaller one. Is that what you wrote?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, let's try another one here. 98.54. 98. Okay. So go ahead and try this one, please.
Okay. Okay, I got my answer.
Okay, tell me which one is larger or which one is smaller.
Which one's smaller is 98.54, and that's smaller. Oh no, that's larger, sorry.
Yes, and that's what's really important here is to make that clear distinction.
Mhm.
So yeah, this and you can even say that larger or the one that's smaller. So this symbol, I don't know, they call this the open face, the lips of the, I guess like sometimes they show this in schools like it's a fish. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pac-Man, maybe you've played Pac-Man. I don't know. But I like that the pointy points to the smaller number.
Uh-huh.
Somehow you got to reconcile that for yourself, decide which one you like. Okay, but good job today. We did go through a lot of the problems in that lesson quiz. If they're the same, you probably just put those answers in, but that's it for us. If you want to let your brother know that it's time, I'd appreciate it.
Sorry, I just got like really confused about it because they teach it a different way.
Okay.
But
Well,
yeah.
that's okay. If you next time, just say, hey, we're doing it a different way, and I'll look into that as well.
Okay. Yeah, my brother. I'll go call my brother.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hey, Michael, how are you today?
I'm good.
Do you know what you want to work on today? Do you have anything that you're like, hey, I'm really frustrated with, or I'm not sure about?
Uh, mm,
Not really.
Okay. Well, I've got some stuff that we can do. Are you seeing my screen?
Yes.
Excellent. Do you have some pencil and paper out?
Yes.
All right. Now, let's say I wanted you to do a problem like this. I wanted you to take 37 and multiply it by 5. From last week, we know that we can write this vertically. Do you remember us doing that?
Yeah.
And then what did we multiply first? Which two numbers did we multiply first in this?
5 times 7.
Yeah, and we got 35. And then we carry a 3. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 plus 3 is 18. Okay. We're no longer doing that today, although we will come back to it at some point. Instead, we're going to break apart 37 into 30 plus 7. Have you seen that in class, or is that just totally unfamiliar to you?
Unfamiliar.
Okay, so it's not familiar to you. You've not seen this before. All right, very good. Now, 37 is, do you agree that 37 is 30 plus 7?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you multiply it by 5, what you end up doing is multiplying both numbers by 5. So it's 30 times 5 and 7 times 5. And the idea is that both of these can be done using mental math. Or math, in your head, arithmetic in your head. Do you know what 30 times 5 is?
No.
How about 3 times 5?
Yes.
What is 3 times 5?
15.
Okay, and then you just add that 0 to the end. How about 7 times 5?
35.
Okay, now can you add these two numbers together for me?
150.
Did you write them out vertically to add? That's the only way you can do this.
$185.
Yes. And do you see how that's the same as this?
Yeah.
Okay, now the idea is that everything we just did, even this part on the right, you can do using mental math. Okay, but we're gonna do a smaller number. We're gonna get there. Okay, we're gonna try and do this with another problem here. So let's do 12 times 6. Okay, so 12 can be written as 10 plus 2. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. What is 6 times 10?
60.
What is 6 times 2?
62.
Nope, 6 times 2. You're multiplying. 6 times 2.
18.
Nope. Nope. You've got to help me out here. 6 times 2. This is something you're supposed to know before you go into this class. So do you have that multiplication table?
12.
12. What is 60 plus 12? And if you need to, you can come off to the right and add it, but we want you to be able to do this with mental math if we can. But if you need to, come off to the right and do 60 plus 12 like that.
72.
Say that again.
72.
Perfect. Yes, you got it. Very good. Okay, let's try another one here. Let's try 27 times 3. So what you do is you take the larger number and you break it apart. Okay, now you can break it apart into like 20 plus 7. Does that work for you?
Yes.
Okay. Now you're going to multiply each of these by 3. What is 20 times 3 or 3 times 20? Are you working this out, Michael?
I can't see because the computer like kind of connect out or something.
Okay. Well, let me know when you get back to where you can see it.
Yeah, I got it now.
Okay, so I'm asking you to do 20 times 3 and 7 times 3.
7 times 3 is 21.
Okay. And 20 times 3? Michael, do you know that, or do you have questions?
40.
Okay, but 3 times 2, you can start with 3 times 2. What is that?
6.
6, and then you add the 0.
60.
Yes. Now you've got to add these together.
Oh. 91.
Try again.
81.
Yes. Okay, we're going to pause from this for a moment because there's another skill here that I've got to get you to be better at. What is 90 times 2? Okay, now to do this, to do something like this, you take the 2 and you multiply it by the 9. What is 2 times 9?
18.
And then you bring the 0 down with it. Okay, so I want you to try this one. 60 times 7. I want you to do the same thing. Take the 7 and multiply the 6, and then add the 0.
142.
And then you bring the 0 down.
420.
Yes. So have you try another one. Let's go 40 times 8.
Two hundred
8 times 4.
is 32.
32, and then you bring a 0 down.
3,200.
There's just one 0 though, so it's 320. Okay, let's try a few more here. Let's go 70 times 5.
350.
Yes. Very good. Okay. Okay, so let's get back to the problems we were trying to do. So let's look at something like this, like 21 times 6. Okay. So to do a problem like this, Michael, you take the 21 and you break it apart. You go 20 plus 1. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you multiply each of these by the number on the outside.
Times 2 is 12.
Say that again.
6 times 2 is 12.
That's true. But what about the 0? What is that? What happens to that?
You break it.
So what is 6 times 20? I mean, yes, 6 times 2 is 12, but we want 6 times the whole number. Is it clear what I'm asking you, Michael?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we just did a bunch of problems where I had you do something like this. 6 times 20.
260.
Okay, no, Michael, we just did like we just did 4 problems. What did we do in all of these problems up here? 2 times 9 is 18, then you brought the 0 down. 7 times 6 is 42, then you brought the 0 down. 8 times 4 is 32, and then you brought the 0 down. Then you did this one all on your own. Do you see that? So what is 6 times 20? You've got to be able to do that for me. This is what I'm asking you to do, 6 times 20.
Twelve
I'm sorry?
1,220.
Okay, but Michael, we just did a bunch of problems. What is 2 times 6?
12.
Okay, and then how many zeros are there?
1.
So you bring 1 down. What number is this?
120.
Okay, what is 6 times 1?
6.
Okay, so now you've got to add the two numbers together.
126.
Good. Okay, let's do another problem here. Let's go 45 times 8. Okay, so we're going to break up this 45 into 40 plus 5.
20.
So you've got to do 8 times 40. You've got to do 40 times 8. What is 4 times 8? Michael, are you still with me?
Yes.
Okay. 4 times 8. What is that?
42.
Nope. Try again.
$27.
Okay, Michael. So 1 times 8 is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. 3 times 8 is 24. What are they going up by each time?
By 8.
Okay, so can you tell me what 4 times 8 is using the same approach?
28.
It-
32.
So you're 30 what? 32, good. So what is 8 times 4?
32.
Okay, and then what do you do with the 0?
Put it in.
You bring it down to the right, good. Now what is 5 times 8?
40.
Good. Okay, now I want you to add these together for me, please.
360.
360, good. All right, let's try another one here. Let's go 58 times 3. 58 times 3. So we're going to break up the larger number. We're going to break up the larger number, 58, into 50 plus 8. And then we're going to multiply by 3. So that's 50 times 3 plus 8 times 3. So you're multiplying each of these numbers by that. Okay, we've been doing a bunch of problems like this. That's the assignment for today. I want you to do this one on the left here. What is 50 times 3?
150.
Good. What is 3 times 8?
'Excuse me.
I'm asking you to do this one on the right. What is 8 times 3 or 3 times 8?
18.
Okay, try again. One times 8 is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. We're going up by 8. So what's the next one? You're adding 8.
24.
24. Good. Yes. Okay, so now I want you to add these two numbers together.
174.
174. Perfect. Okay, good. Let's do one more here. 14 times 7. So we're going to break up 14 into 10 plus 4? So now you've got to multiply 10 and 7.
7.
What's that? 70? And what's 4 times 7? I'll help you out here. It's 28. What is 70 plus 28? This is our last problem of the day. Let's figure out what 70 plus 28 is.
88. Wait,
Yes.
98.
98. Good. All right. Yeah. Good job, Michael. We did a lot today. We were able to actually work through a bunch of problems. If you have time, I would recommend doing them again. But that's it. We'll get scheduled for next week, and look forward to helping you then. Hope you have a great rest of your week.
Bye.
Bye.